Hello, friends. The Honorable Canadian Minister Mark Miller basically released the new Canadian immigration rules with effect from 22nd January 2024, the day he just spoke. It was with immediate effect. I have never seen in my life, in my 24 years of career, a policy that was implemented in Canada with to date effect. Now, this policy that the minister introduced has a lot of big changes that can affect you directly, that can affect international students going to Canada directly. So, therefore, this Canada visa series that I'm going to have, or this video that I'm going to have, is very very important because I just come up with important videos. I have earlier have US visa series and the Canada visa series. But this video is, I'm talking about the new Canada immigration policy that is with effect from 22nd January 2024. What are those changes? The first major change is there is going to be a cap of 360,000 international students in a year. And this will be for 2 years, 2024 and 2025. And by end of 2025, they would reassess the situation and then decide how to go move forward. This is a decrease of 35% visa as per 2023. So the number of visas have been reduced. So definitely it's going to have lot of stress on the international students because the international students going abroad is going at an exponential rate. And if there is a 35% decrease in the visa, it is going to have lot of pressure on these students because getting admissions could be difficult or getting visas could be more difficult. Let me put it this way. So it is very, very important that if you are now applying to Canada, you should have a better profile. You should have, you should take your IELTS. You should basically write a very good visa SOP to get your visa. Otherwise, there would be more refusals. And this is specifically why these changes happen. Because we know that there are a lot of students who have been trying to get into Canada who are probably not even studying and who are misusing the visa. So therefore, to reduce these students, okay, they have introduced a cap which can bring quality students. And this is a big change and it's going to affect everybody. But you need to look at it positively because this change will help Canada get quality students and will help you to get jobs. That's important, right? Why you want to go to Canada? Probably you want to go to Canada for PR, but most important, you want to go to Canada for study, which everybody forgets. You want to get into a quality education, quality university, okay, which was somewhere forgotten because people were just getting into Canada because they just wanted to get PR and they were not interested in studies. So this is one major change that basically is effective. Now, this change will not be affecting students who are applying for masters or doctoral programs or going for elementary and secondary education students. So students, international students who are who wish to pursue master's program, doctoral program, elementary or secondary education, basically these students will not be affected by this cap of 360,000 students per year, international students per year. So if you are a good student, if you want to do master's program, this rule of 360 students will not be applicable for you. So even if they increase 360,000 students, they would be basically happy to have you. But for others, like diploma programs, certificate programs, postgraduate diploma programs, post-secondary diploma programs, they would be affected by this particular policy. They will not be able to apply. Okay, for them there is a cap of 360,000. 60,000 students. So this is what you have to understand. Now, very, very important for you to understand is that this rule will not affect the students who are already in Canada, who are presently studying in Canada. Okay, this rule will affect new students who are going to Canada, and this rule will not affect the students who are already in Canada. So you don't have to worry about the cap system. If you are looking for extension after your program, you will not be affected. You will not be affected by this cap system because you are already in Canada. So the new rule is applicable to new students who are going to Canada and not to the present students who are already studying in Canada. Right? What more? One more major change, okay, that is basically introduced is there is going to be individual, provincial, and territorial capping. That means every province or territory will have certain number of students, international students, based on the population. So you cannot be allowed to have lot of visas just for Toronto or Ontario, which is the major preference of international students. International students just want to go to Toronto. Okay, so now there is going to be a capping on this. So they would have certain capping, and what would be that capping amount? We don't know. What will the capping figure? We don't know. That will be introduced soon. So there would be a capping on basically each provincial or territory based on the number of population, how much students, international students they can take. So besides 360,000 international students, which is overall capping, there would be a provincial and territorial capping for international students. And based on this, basically, the colleges will send letter of acceptance. Based on this provincial and territorial capping, the colleges that are located in this provincial campuses, okay, the campuses that are located in this provincial location will basically be issuing letter of acceptance. So this is one major change. But one more thing that you have to understand is present students who are studying in Canada in these provinces will not be affected by this capping. So students who are already in Canada who are studying in the colleges, whether it is Toronto or Ontario, will not be affected by this capping. So you don't have to worry. Only the new students who are going to get into Canada will be affected by this capping. Further, the capping will not affect master's program, doctoral program, or basically students, international students going to elementary and secondary education. So this capping will not be effect for these particular students. In case you need any help or guidance, you can book a free Zoom one-on-one meeting with me, which I can help you in identifying how you can apply for your Canada study, which colleges, which universities you should apply, how you can get education background, and various other issues or whether other pain points that you have. I will be trying to answer that in that free Zoom one-on-one appointment. The link is given in the description. So use this link to book your free Zoom one-on-one appointment. Do like, share, subscribe, and make this video more popular so that good students apply to Canada and they understand why these rules will benefit them, how this rule will benefit them, and what changes have happened in Canada and what they should know about these new changes.